Well, hello everyone, it's Smithy here, and you've just seen the mosasaurus swim past. This is a very special episode in that we are looking at a new 3D world created by Michael from the Gaming on the Radar. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Smithy.
Yeah, it's really good to have you on this video and try and speak to you at the same time because you're in halfway across the world. We're actually opposite sides of the planet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this sound off a second. It's really cool, but I think it's going to blat out what we're talking about. So, oh, Mosasaurus is back. We love you. Look at that. Right, I'm just going to stop and then we'll cut the music out and then come back. Okay, so that's got rid of the sound. So, hi Michael. It's great to have you on the channel. But I'm going to ask you some questions before we give the fans a guided tour. And the first one is, how long has it taken so far to build this Jurassic World, and what gave you the inspiration to do it?
Ooh, so like I started this project. The way this started, I built the innovation center and I didn't expect to do any further. And I started building that about 2 weeks before it came out. So about like the start of, what was it, June?
Yes.
And then, yeah, from there, I like started to build the road for Main Street, and then I built the buildings around it. And I'm just like, you know what, let's do the whole park. And eventually I did the park, and then I did the island, and it's just kind of evolved from there. And it's been like maybe 7 to 8 months now. So, and I'm still working on it very, very hard. So.
Well, yeah, because the Mosasaurus it was sitting there before, so I know that's a new, and this, just to let everybody know, this is the new map that you've just literally finished, the latest work yesterday, haven't you? So this has got some new bits on it again, so it's really cool. So what are you using to make this? Because it's 3D, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm using a program called Unity 3D. I also have 2 other team members. I count them as team members, which is the Twitter name is Thunder67, and the YouTube name for the other guy is Reptile Awesome, and he made the mosasaur, and he's the one who's going to make the Indominus Rex and all the other animals. And Thunder67 helped me with some of the buildings, like the Monorail station and a few of the buildings on Main Street. So it's really cool, and I love this project so much.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just I will have put them up on the screen by now, so people will be able to freeze the video and see those names. I'll get them off you at the end. Now this is just the lake area, and one of the first things you put in was that monorail. So are you saying that that person did the monorail to make it move, because it's been moving for quite a while?
Yeah, well, I did the monorail itself, and then they did the base of the monorail station where it actually ends up. So like the one near the start of the island, or the one near the Gyrosphere Valley.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really cool. And the monorail itself was the hardest thing to get accurate, because from the trailers and from the park itself and the movie itself, there's so many like different designs that they actually ended up putting in. So it's really hard to like decide, should a monorail go through the gate, and like, I'm sure you can like.
Well, the monorail for me, there's 2 versions. This one here ended up in the final cut of the movie, where the monorail was in front of the Hilton Hotel. However, most of the other cuts have the monorail coming through the gates, which was at the start of the movie.
Yes.
And so this over here, where these gates are, is virtually where I'm going to now put my gates, because I'm going to go for an option where, because my hotel, as I've described to my fans, the way it's built, I have the station on the other side. So my monorail will come through from this side and go around the lake. So as you say, it's about I think there's 4 different versions of the lake monorail in existence. We can't nail which one it is in the end.
Yeah. It's very confusing. That's why the gates used to have a monorail through it, but I've recently tried to like kind of.
Yeah, because the last one did. The last one had the monorail there, but it's gone. Oh, right. Okay. So we'll start then. I think the hotel area is still a problem. You've got it about virtually right now in terms of the layout, because I have always had problems with the the hotels, because they seem to, depending on which angle you see the hotels, the one at the back, this big long one, seems to be at different locations.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially at the start of the movie when there's that scene where they open the doors and it like goes to the innovation center. That the CG in the behind the scenes videos, the hotel scene is completely different. It's like a completely different design and everything. So it's really, really confusing.
Yes.
And they like composited all the other scenes, so it's like all like different from every angle. It's like, oh,
Well,
it's so much hard work.
well, the boys came in via the monorail to the Hilton originally, to the station there. The Hilton station, if you look in the movie, actually points towards the Mosasaurus arena, so that's all wrong as well. Because
Which makes no sense at all.
and then when they open the doors, they're literally positioned here, roughly where I am now, in the hotel. So they're not in the Hilton, they're in the other hotel, which, considering her auntie is like the lead manager of the park, you would expect them to be in the Hilton, would you not? So, hey, they're in here.
Yeah.
Because that's the view that they get literally across, don't they? That's the view he gets when he opens the door.
Yeah, it's very, very confusing.
Yeah, so it's just for fans. There is, because of the I've got the settings up high. The frame rates are quite low. I wanted to concentrate on the quality rather than some of the frame rates, because it's quite interesting, this program, how that affects the frame rate. So we're going to come over to here, which started my inspiration, which was the Mosasaurus arena. And I think, like you, I wanted to build the Mosasaurus arena, and then it all just expands from that one build.
Yeah, because I think I built the Innovation Center first, and then I built the Mosasaurus Arena. And my first design was really strange because it was actually a semicircle rather than a quarter of a circle.
Yes.
So I got that wrong straight away, but then I fixed it later on, and I still got a lot of work to do. It's a bit inaccurate, but it's pretty decent for the most part.
Yeah, like me working in blocks, it's quite hard to get, because the blocks, like, you're all right because you can put those beams there. I can see that, with the gaps at the back, it looks the part. What another thing was, I never actually saw where this started over here, and you've got it virtually where I think that's where it is, but we never actually saw it in the movie, did we? Because we just saw this bit. We saw the bit in the lake.
Yeah, well, I had to like go through so many reference pictures to try to find it, and like it's really hard to detect, but you can see where the other beam actually is. It is just in between that. So.
Yes, it is. Right.
The hardest bit so far is what's behind the Mosasaurus arena.
Yes. It's like well, the houses are up there, and there seems to be, like you've done, some sort of big house, or they're almost like villas. Further villas behind there, but, well, I don't know. I've still got a bit more to build than you, because I've got all the right hand side here to build on my map, which is next. I'm going to be doing mine, so I started laying it out. Oh, thank you. So with the fact that you have got a 3D program, you can do lots of things that I can't, which is like now the IMAX. You've got all the writing on, and you've got much more higher detail in some of the shops. And like that, Minecraft is quite limited in that, but I love the detail you put into it.
Thank you. It took a long time.
It does, doesn't it? And interestingly enough, there's people. I remember when we first started doing this, and someone said to me, "There's no trees in between the rear of the shops and the line that goes to the back of the Mosasaurus, back of the T-Rex kingdom," but it does, and that you've got it spot on here, because you're able to do the gates, the pillars, the roof. It looks really cool, that.
Yeah, it was really difficult because in the CG video that they showed with the behind the scenes, their model doesn't have the log in the T-Rex kingdom.
No.
Even though it's in the movie, and it's like, I used to have a log in there in one of the earlier designs, and I'll definitely add it in again later, but it's just really confusing, like what angle it is, and like, because yours is on an angle, isn't it?
Yes, I put it across because the problem I do have is that log in the movie, It's in a real forest, but it's supposed to fit into that, and I had great problems in terms of the because like you, I concentrate on the size of the buildings in terms of the view angle that we view it. E.g., it's got to be almost the right size, and that means every other building has. So I found that particular problem because again, it's inconsistencies in the movie. It was lovely to do that log scene with a T-Rex. But that was in a far bigger area than this kingdom was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. And I think, like you, we wanted to get the shape right, and we like to get all the features right. And exactly what I mean, I've put a mini dino park, haven't I, in the walkway between the Innovation Centre and the T-Rex Kingdom to keep people occupied.
Yeah,
using
I love that
space. Yeah.
I love that area.
And I can't do this. Look at this. This is the Spinosaurus. We used to be able to do it.
Well, right now it's a temporary T-Rex skeleton.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a Spinosaurus skeleton. I'm just really bad at modeling one, so that's going to be like at the end of my list somewhere.
Well, no, I'm waiting for the next fossil and archaeology mod to come out to 1.8, which is coming out very soon, I believe, so I can get that Spinosaurus skeleton back in the main street. But I love it. I love what you've done here. It it looks the part. You've got all the buildings and everything, and you're able to put what I'm not able to do is put trees and the little features like these rocks. And up here you've got it's like a fountain with the blue on it in it and the ambers on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like these. I don't know what they even are. They're like.
Oop.
Kind of like a crystal.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right next to the Winston's restaurant, I guess it is.
Yes, it is. And you've got another thing that I haven't built yet because I'm waiting for the 1-to-1 map, the new one, which is coming on its way, by the way. We're just waiting. I was speaking to them this week, and it's just work in progress. So what I'm concentrating on is just doing this area next, because I can copy and paste it into the new world for me. So, but I love this. I don't think we know what this is.
Yeah, this scene is really confusing for me because in the set that they actually built of Main Street, there is like a kind of gated area to the petting zoo.
Yeah.
But in the CG, that doesn't exist.
No.
And it's just what you see here. So I based it off the CG model rather than the set.
Yeah.
So that's really confusing. Like, there's so many inconsistencies.
Yeah, and I said on my map, I'm going to have the gate here at the there isn't much of a gap here as well, but because on the map it doesn't show virtually no gap between these buildings, so I'm going to have, because there is the gateway like you've done there, I'm going to have it going into the petting zoo anyway. Like, and instead of having that building there, which is on the CGI, I'm going to probably take the building out and make it a bit more of the park. I don't know yet. It just to allow some differences. But like you, like me, I didn't know the water was there until I saw that CGI update video that we had.
It took a while. It took me maybe 6 months to realize that there was even like a water place with a bridge and everything. And like how complex the pathway is, like behind the innovation center.
Oh, there's loads, isn't there? It's like almost like a park around the back.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy that they didn't show that off it.
Yeah, there's no demarcation. That's his aquatic part there, but there was no demarcation between the innovation center and the aquatic park here.
Yeah.
Oh! I was going to show. Look, sneak. I knew that was over there. Come back. I can see it just over the hill. You've still got. I don't know how you're going to put some rides in there, water rides.
Yeah, I got to build the slides and all those things, but I've added like the seats, the umbrellas, and there's even the little I don't know what they
rubber
call it,
rings.
Like donut rings. Yeah, that you can float on in the pool.
Yeah,
those are there.
I fancy putting some sort of boat riding. For me, it's going to be artistic rather than working. But I did fancy having one sort of working ride. But we shall see. Anyway, this is another thing. This death slide. We call it death slide in the UK. But it goes from tower to tower, which is quite interesting, rather than one continuous one.
Yeah.
So I don't know really.
I don't know why they designed it like that, but it's quite an interesting design. And on the CG, you can actually see like there's a bit of like cloth that I have to add, which is going to be incredibly difficult, but I'm going to have to add it later on. But there's like cloth between the rocky bit and the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bit weird. And the Pachycephalosaurus arena again. I've had Hallows Right 95. Of course, I've been using this for like 3 months. It's coming out, and this actually next episode it'll be gone, and then I'll start to lay out this because I do like this. We've got something similar in the UK where. In fact, no, it was in France. There's a theme park in France that I've been to, which has this. You walk in like it's open air all the way around, and you walk into a auditorium. Can you go under this? Oh, you can. Yeah. So like you've done, and it's all open, but you will have a round auditorium type seating. So.
Yeah. I wish we saw that in the movie. That would be really
Yeah. I know, and the other thing is, where are they actually kept? They just like bust them in on a truck.
Yeah, and we don't see like anything of the rest of the park. Like we see nothing to the right.
No,
it doesn't exist.
No, no, it definitely doesn't. And I've got to build these. I'm going to lay out. I've started laying out these shops in the video. I'm just going to start laying them out. We didn't get much information on these because most of the video shots we had of these. That is is this a cafe? Did you say?
I think it's a cafe because, like you said, they have like no information. These only exist in the CG builds. Yeah. They were never in the practical set. The practical set was the main street and the left of Main Street.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really interesting to see what they are.
Yeah,
I think the first one is like some sort of cafe. There's some brand associated with it, but I can't quite make out what the brand is.
Yeah.
And then there's like kind of like the last building is similar to the Chinese restaurant, and then second last is kind of like an opening to the petting zoo, I think. I'm not sure. It's very complicated.
It is. Right, we're going to head over to the... Now, that's another thing that doesn't work, does it? Because at the beginning of the movie, you see Claire coming down a lift, but there is no place on the map in terms of it's then seen inside the innovation centre. There's no place where we've seen it. Almost like there must be a walkway from the helicopter, and then there's a lift down the middle of nowhere. It's a bit weird.
Yeah,
and it is
the only thing I can think of is like if there's an underground like tunnel or something.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Because you come through that's it as well. This doesn't work because on the CGI, you walk through the back of the innovation center, and you walk straight into the creation lab.
It should be like a circle and then a rectangle.
It should be a big building because when they get chased by when the raptors are in the back, there's like a building at the back here. Yeah. So I've done that by putting it into the mountain. I've just done that, and so I get away with that. So here we go. The famous, you can have T-Rex on here.
Yeah, when we finish our T-Rex, it'll eventually be roaring off the mountains into the distance over the park.
Right. How do I go fast now forward? What do I press into W?
You can double tap. The button W.
This is one of your new builds. People are asking me, am I going to build a new one? Yes, I am, because I want to do it. Hey, look, the water. I can see water in there. Wow. Am I going to build a new one? Yes, I am. But interestingly enough, you've done it as a whole, whereas I think it should go against a rock face. I don't know. So I think I'm going to build it up against the mountain.
It was really tough to decide where to build it because I based it on the exact location of the map that they have on the website and through like the other maps that exist out there. But the problem is the kind of like environment around it doesn't exactly match.
No.
So it's really confusing. So I just kind of like almost guessed and just did the best I could.
Superb. It looks the part, and I'm going to put. I've got on the new. I have seen the new map. So I know what it's going to look like. It's got no trees on it yet. That's why I haven't got the new map, the new Isla Nubla 1-to-1. But I have seen a location where this is going to go. So, but I'm looking forward to building a new one. I might just take the top off mine I've already got and then build all the groundwork in as well. So we'll see. We'll see about that. So we should be. Hey, you put the trees in.
Yes.
Gallimimus Valley.
I'm starting to fill the vegetation for the Gyrosphere Valley with the Gallimimus and the Triceratops and Pachycephalosaurus and all sorts.
Oh, look at this. So you've put, I haven't seen this before, so this is all new to me. The station was here, wasn't it? But not the actual gyrosphere.
Yeah. So I still got to build the gyrosphere. That's going to be incredibly difficult to build and animate, but there is the it's a new design for the monorail station, actually. The
Yeah.
monorail itself. It's a bit different. I'm trying to get it more accurate.
Ah, this is one of the attractions that doesn't wouldn't be able to cope with 28,000 visitors, would it?
No, clearly not.
I always thought you must have a privileged status to be able to go on the gyrosphere because you just this just wouldn't cope with it at all because you'd probably have thousands of visitors wanting to go to this.
Yeah. And I think they said in the movie there was only like maybe 17 gyrospheres on the
Yeah.
valley itself. So like it only seats two people at a time. So
Yeah, I think it would have been to if you had a lot of money to purchase the ride for that. Right. So the next thing is, have you got the Raptor paddock on here?
yes, it's just over that mountain over the what's it called? The
The
lake. What's it called?
the what? Over his back here it is somewhere. What's it?
Yes, you just keep going there. I forgot the name. The river that they canoe on.
Oh, the Cretaceous Cruise.
Yeah, Cretaceous Cruise. Yeah.
I can see something over here, which is a sand. Is that the right place? Is that where I'm going?
Yep. It's just over there where the sand is.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, 7 months already. It's going to take you. It's like me. So mine's a lifetime, a lifetime build, I think, because by the time we get to Jurassic World 2, which is there's all sorts of rumours coming out about that. God, blimey.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Hey.
I might be done by then.
Yeah.
By 2018.
You've got the bit that I'm doing next on mine. The bit that I want to do is the open bit into the forest at the back.
Yes.
So
yes,
this is
that's
your
being very
latest build?
difficult to build. Yep. So this is what it currently is. I'm currently building the area around the hexagon shape type of thing. So like the rails and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's very difficult. Yeah, it's a very complex building.
it is. And it's, I mean, like I had great, I mean, luckily I was able to pull it, I would say I was one of my pleasing builds because it was much smaller than the other builds. It's very hard in 1 meter blocks to pull it off, but I think I did actually, and I know it's been copied and used elsewhere. But yeah, that looks good. I like the walkways. And
Thank you.
there is a centre pillar, wasn't there? There is a centre pillar, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
There would
and
have
it was
to
like
be.
circular.
But do you think that, interesting enough, do you think this is pretty poor as a velociraptor enclosure?
Yeah, yeah. I think they should have made it way better because, like, I know it's restricted because it was like too dangerous or whatever for the visitors. But I don't know. They could have made it like we didn't really see much of it because the bit that's open goes out to a circular like area where the forest is, which is where the first scene where they're chasing the pig into the pen.
Yeah.
But we don't really see that area, so it is bigger, but we don't really know how big it is or like what it looks like, and I don't know. I still think they could have done it a lot better, but
And I think it's just about high enough, isn't it? It is high enough to stop them getting out, but they're very clever creatures, and you'd think really that, considering the mistakes they made previously, they would have had a bit of a much tighter compound control on them, but never mind.
definitely.
But that wouldn't have made the movie. That looks really
I
cool.
wouldn't feel safe in that area where Owen is like opening the gate and he just rolls under it. I wouldn't feel safe in there at all.
He would have been eaten before he even moved. Anyway, the one last thing is over there. I can see it, so we'll just talk while we go over there. I can see it through there because that's it. And
Yeah.
there's nothing else hidden away.
Well, there's that place which is the monorail station, and then over by the Gyrosphere Valley, there's the Indominus Rex paddock too.
Oh, at the back. Right. Okay.
Yes.
We will go that way first. So are you sort of like me? You have a couple of things on the go at the same time. Then you sort of work on different things, depending how you feel.
Yeah, I have like a few different projects. I don't know if you've heard of this TV show called Under the Dome, but it's finished now, but I watched it like until it finished, and I'm like doing a bit of 3D animation based on some scenes and stuff, but it's
Oh,
just kind
right.
of a side project. I'm also working on with a guy on Twitter who's quite big in the Jurassic community, Jurassic World _18.
Oh, right.
Um,
Yes. Yes.
and he's writing a novel called what was it? It's called the I forgot what it's called. Let me see. Um, the Dark Continent.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm building some of the scenes from his novel in Unity 3D. So that's very exciting to work on.
Cool. Oh, look at that. Something out there in the sea, but I don't know what it is.
Yes, that's the old visitor center that I'm working on currently.
Right, so this is cool. This is one of my favourite builds actually. I haven't put it into the existing world again because I thought, well, I'll wait till I get the new world to do this because I want to make some tweaks to it. But yeah, it is fantastic, and then I'll do the boats as well, the hydrofoil. So, love the way you've done all these signs. I think that's a marvellous job. And look how they're all high quality as well. Brilliant. This is what I wish we could do in Minecraft, actually have some proper signs, but we can't, so we make the best we can. That looks really cool. I like that. It's a good job, that, and I love those buildings as well. So one more thing then, up over here, it'll be up over here, if we go for it.
Indominus Rex.
Yeah, Indominus Rex. And I've got to rebuild mine again. I'm putting it off because I'm going to stick to stuff I can get done, and can't, but I need to reshape it. As per the satellite imagery that we've got, and put it into a new place. Yours must be in the right place. Yeah.
Yours was like square, and mine's hexagonal.
Yes, that's how it should be. Hexagonal.
Yeah.
So I'm going to redo it, but it's a bit difficult in terms of because the building that you view out of is quite small. I'm going to have to leave that on the straight edge, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I will, because it's over the back of here, the other side of here, and it's at the back. It's actually over here.
You can actually see the brown volcano just over there, which is in Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar.
Yes, there we go. Now, is it to the right of that or left? Where is
it's just to the left of that, over the hill. You'll be able to see it once you go over.
So, as I say to people, I've got a few I like to do other games as well, so it's a long-term project, and I just keep building it, and that's what I do. I'm back on, I did the Star Wars, oi, look at this. I did the Star Wars yesterday, so back to Jurassic World today. This will be out, though, today as well, so I will have worked on it. Look at that. Yes. Interesting, this, like, would be the this would end up, they wouldn't move the IREX because the pictures show this in like a glorified stadium design, don't they, later on?
They build like a stadium around the edge, and they put spiral staircases on the sides, and they kind of build on top of it.
Because Claire says it'll be open in 4 months, was it? 5 months?
They said it was supposed to open in May.
Yeah.
And then they had to build the walls higher.
Yes, but he wasn't. You could tell he wasn't so sure that it would keep him in. It didn't.
No.
Yeah, so this is superb. Love it.
So you can actually go into that viewing area and view things. And we're currently working on the Indominus Rex. So, it should be ready soonish.
Yeah.
We have a base model. We just have to start texturing it and stuff.
Oh, look, the doors work.
Yeah, the doors open and animate.
What got me was that this, considering the rest of the park was really well built, and that this IREX had been bred, that they didn't have this pen ready, and they knew how big it was going to be, and it was like this. This is all exactly used the pictures here. It was not. It was still in going higher up, wasn't it? And they were sort of building it bit by bit. And I thought, you wouldn't build it like that.
You don't want to build it while the animal's actually in there.
Oh, dear. Oh, look at this. Yes, you got the glass as well. I can't wait to see an IREX running through there. Yeah, and this will get to me. This funny door at the back here as well, where you see them going up to. That was a bit weird.
Yes. And the way that they actually filmed that for the film, because they only had 2 angled walls for the actual sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they actually had the wall like near the
Here.
scratches are.
Yeah.
And
There's
then
the
they
scratches.
CG'd it out later on
Yeah.
in the final version. Which is
Yes.
interesting.
Oh, the scratches there. So that looks pretty cool. I like that. I haven't seen that before, so I'm very impressed. Looks good.
Thank you.
And I get people complain that I've used sand blocks in Minecraft, but it is a sandy colour. And they say,
It
well, it's
is.
concrete. No, it's a sandy colour like that, like you've done it. That's the
Yeah.
right colour. And yeah,
It's like sort of a gravelly sand type of thing.
yeah. So I will keep it. People don't like it, but I will keep it because it's my build. I'll keep it the same when I do the new one. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. I love it. All right. Ooh, that's not. That's. Oh yeah, we're back. Woo! I even got the best frame rates there, but I want to get out of here now. Which way? Oh yeah, there's the volcano. Right, let's get out of here. So you're now going to be continuing with the Raptor paddock. You've got, as you said, a few other things to do, but you'll just keep going like me, I take it.
Yeah. It's just gonna keep going on, and then hopefully soon we'll be able to adding more dinosaurs in, and we can do more animations and stuff like that, and that should be exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've done an absolute fantastic job. I've been watching your project since the start, of course, and you can see there. It's absolutely. That's going to be my screenshot. Actually, that's going to be the screenshot. New from a different angle. F10. There you go. You will see that later. So absolutely brilliant. Well, thank you very much. What I'll say, guys and girls, go and check Michael out. The links again are in the description at the bottom of the video because it's great for artists like this to get some support, people watching. So go and like his channel, sub him, go and sub him. Yeah, go and carry on because it's obviously a long-term project. So for people to keep up going, they'll need to follow you to do that. So, and I will be back, I'm sure, at some time in the future once you've done some more stuff to see this again.
Thank you.
Well, no, thank you for giving me the privilege to be actually see around it and have a look at your part because it does look very cool, very cool.
Not a problem.
Okay, well, thanks everyone. That's the end of this video. And oh, look, Mosasaurus, you can even see it from here, which you wouldn't be able to do in Minecraft, I'd say that much. Right, thanks very much indeed, Michael. And guys and girls, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye from me, and...
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.